Good evening. I would like to call to order the council meeting for Tuesday, April 1st. Could I please have a moment of silence and the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Secretary, could I please have a roll call?
Liam McCoy, Dear Robinson, Dustin Queenan.
Here.
Rashad Bates. Here. Rebecca Smith.
Here. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from our March 18th, 2025 council work session?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, the ayes have it. The minutes are approved. We had an executive session this evening on personnel and real estate. On to our presentations this evening. We have Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful's 2024 Community Partner of Keep Norristown Beautiful Award presented to the Stony Creek Anglers. Hello.
Thank you. My name is Lisa Bobyock. I am the director of Keep Norristown Beautiful. And this evening, it is my pleasure on behalf of Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful and an honor to recognize Charles Chaz Wood of the Stony Creek Anglers for being a community partner and outstanding contributions. Thank you, Stony Creek Anglers, for engaging volunteers and helping clean up Stony Creek in Norristown for nearly 40 years. This past weekend actually, was their 39th cleanup of Stony Creek. By providing a meeting place for all sports persons of goodwill, your organization consistently helps foster conservation of fishing areas and game lands in our Commonwealth. Thank you for encouraging the protection and propagation of all wildlife, game, and fish, and helping to develop opportunities for the greater enjoyment of outdoor recreation, as well as searching for solutions to problems of ecology and pollution of the natural resources on our community and Commonwealth. We are grateful for organizations like the Stony Creek Anglers, whose dedication, commitment, and exceptional contributions helped advance our mission and strengthen community improvement efforts statewide in 2024. And I'd like to ask Charles Chaz Wood to come up with Stony Creek Anglers to accept this award and certificate.
Yes, I'd like to thank the borough for all the support from day one. When we started in 1988, the borough has been on our side. They started out by giving us 2 dump trucks, which were not enough. But anyhow, with 16 guys, we pulled it off the first year, and it's been going on rock solid ever since. So thank you from the club and everybody for helping us and support us all the years. We aim to keep this creek clean and our park clean, and we're going to continue to work. Long after I'm gone, we'll still be here. So thank you very much on your behalf, and you guys, thank you for the award, and we appreciate it.
Thank you. I'd like to take a minute just to thank you for your many, many years of hard work. Now Kevin's going to make you take some pictures. Thank you. And we have, next up on the agenda, we have the Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful Community Pride Award and citation presented to Lisa Bobyock. And I'd like to invite our State Representative Scott up to present that award.
Well, thank you so much, Council President Rebecca Smith, Vice President Bates, Councilman Queenan, and McCoy. Thank you so much. We want to just acknowledge the work that Keep Norristown Beautiful has been doing, particularly with respect to coordinating all of the activities throughout the municipality. Obviously, we just saw their great presentation to the Stony Creek Anglers, but we want to bring up Lisa up because we want to present her with a citation for all the work that she's doing. We also have a plaque to commemorate her assistance to keep the 28 city streets under their purview nice and clean. Lisa, can you come forward? Because of the coordination that Lisa has done, she has earned the Keep Pennsylvania Beautiful Community Pride Award, which is a statewide award for their efforts in their work with that level of coordination. So we just want to congratulate you. And on behalf of Speaker Joanna McClinton, I'd like to present you with this citation, and I'd ask council to join me down so we could take a picture.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Very good. And then we'll just have council. Perfect. Thank you so much.
And next up, it gives me tremendous honor to call forward Firefighter Brian Drennen. Firefighter Drennen, come on up. You know, I think as a resident of the municipality, as a member of the Norristown Fire Department, it gives me incredible honor to come up here. You stand right here, you're good. These brave men and women, first responders throughout our community, go in when everybody else is heading out. People call 911. These folks go in not knowing what the conditions are, and this could not have been more unique. On the early morning hours of September 10th, 2024, at approximately 4:45 in the morning, the Norristown Fire Department responded to a fire with entrapment at 529 Cherry Street, where fire had engulfed a rear deck and blocked the only means of exit for everybody that was inside of that house. With the fire extending into the home and all other Norristown firefighters that were on scene engaged in establishing a water supply and attacking the blaze, it was this guy right here to my left, Firefighter Brian Drennen, who was operating at that day, Quint 27, who found himself as the sole firefighter, the only one available to conduct rescues of the trapped individuals inside. Acting with extreme urgency and valor, this man right here went in, raised a 35-foot ground ladder to the third floor window, climbing that ladder 5 times, up and down 5 times, pack on his back, rescued multiple people from the third floor, with an additional occupant descending on his own from the second floor. Those 4 people were transported to the hospital with minor injuries, but it was his decisive and courageous action that prevented further harm and possible death in that situation. And I want to make sure that in this community that we recognize the work of our first responders, especially our firefighters, every single time they do what they're called on to do, because I want to make sure that everybody in this municipality knows that we don't take it for granted, take their courageousness for granted. And so we want to acknowledge you today for your heroism that day. For many people, they think it's just a job, but this is more than a job. This is a life's calling, and he lived up to that moment on that day, on September 10th, 2024. Can we all stand and give him a round of applause? So, on behalf of Speaker Joanna McClinton, Governor Josh Shapiro, it gives me tremendous honor to present this citation for your efforts that day.
Right. Before we take pictures, I'm going to come in, and our next item on the agenda is also to recognize you for your tremendous bravery and efforts on that date. My plaque says almost exactly the same thing as Representative Scott, so I will not read it verbatim to you again, but I do want to say thank you so much for your bravery, your effort, your heroism on that date, and we are all safer for firefighters like you here. So thank you very much on behalf of the municipality and on behalf of council for your work.
No, wait, because this guy did that day, but we definitely have leaders. His platoon, come on up here, please. Members of his squad, come on up here. Thank you so much. Thank you. Did you want to talk? Did you want to? You sure you?
Well, it was great to recognize so many people for doing so many great things in Norristown. So thank you, everybody, for your hard work and dedication to our community. I genuinely appreciate everything you are all doing to make life here safe and better and cleaner for us all. On to our next presentation is a presentation for the proposed zoning text amendment to create mixed-use overlay of the 68 acres of the Norristown State Hospital. Ms. Massagne.
That's a hard act to follow with my zoning talk. I will keep it very brief, Council, because the developer will be coming back to you on many other occasions to make this possible. In order for us to achieve the vision that you basically approved and the agreement of sale went through, we need to do some text changes at the state hospital, because right now it's zoned as institutional. So the language doesn't allow for the vision that you had approved. So this is the first step in trying to make this vision possible by changing that language. I just want to preface this by saying that the planning staff, the solicitor, and the developer and the professional planner have been working very closely together to make sure that we have aligned that vision with the text. So I just need to let you know that what we're proposing is, of course, the mixed use for the state hospital, the 68 acres, and the language that we have put, and I have a clean copy of the ordinance, actually, that I placed besides, I know the one I sent you had markings before, that this one is clear. It's basically going to include permitted uses which range anywhere from residential, which means there'll be uses such as mid-rise apartment houses, mixed-use apartment and retail, residential mixed uses, townhomes, stacked townhomes, twin duplexes, garden-style apartments. There'll also be retail uses, and there's a wide variety of them, including restaurants, antique shops, tailor barbers, and retail dry cleaning. Then there are also commercial uses that would be permitted, the business offices, medical offices and such, banks, technology and research. And then there'll also be some service and flex industrial light assembly. There'll also be a service uses such as indoor theaters, performing arts. This is all to make this possible as much as possible. And ancillary uses as well, which include public transit, parking, signs, and everything else. This dimensional criteria, of course, that is been added, as well as the general development regulations, just to make sure that the development is done in according to the vision. And there's, of course, a application review process that has been included. So what we're going to ask you to do tonight at a later time is to allow the solicitor and the developer to actually continue working on this and allow us to advertise it. Then we'll have a public hearing on this matter. So there will, of course, be an opportunity for the public to ask questions about it. And after that, it's still not over. The developer would have to come back again with conditional use to actually get a master plan approved. And from then, if he wants to phase, which would probably be a phasing type of a situation, he'll have to keep coming back. So I just want to reassure you, this is not the only time you're going to see the developer. He's going to be coming back for public hearings and back for approvals, but we need to get this going so that the whole development can start. I have the developer here in case you have any questions, and we also have the professional planner, David Bartlett. If there are any questions you'd like to ask at this moment, this is an opportunity.
Thank you. Council, do you have any questions?
If you could just, maybe for the people here, just give a short, brief overview of what you're trying to achieve.
So, as council knows, this process started in June of 2023 with our first proposal, and we were selected as the redeveloper in November and December, and then we worked through the year through the agreements. So we are proposing for on the 68 acres, a 2-acre piece for the municipality for your yard, and the remainder of the development is a mixed use of residential for sale townhomes, about 450 of those, about 250 that's about 480 townhomes, about 250 apartments, and I say about because we're working through our plans too. Some commercial space and retail space, including restaurants, and we're working to secure a grocery store, and then some flex space that would be for not only industrial type uses like light assembly. We've been approached by companies that want to bring onshore some things that are happening in other parts of the world right now. We've talked with a number of great users, which we'll share with council as they become a little bit more involved. But this ordinance, going back to what Jane said, really was written to tailor to the plan that you saw from us, and more importantly, to protect the municipality that no changes could happen to that plan without you guys knowing about it, right? So if there has to be, if the street's gonna move 2 feet, you guys aren't worried about that. If all of a sudden some of the houses are gonna go away, you guys need to know that. We also put provisions in that stops what I always call cherry picking for developers. Within 18 months of the start of one phase of the job, you have to start another phase of the job. So it forces the development to proceed in an orderly timeline. That can be changed, again, by agreement. But the idea is that this is a multi-year project. The council that was here when I started is different sitting here today, and is probably gonna be different over the next couple weeks and months as vacancies get filled. So that the vision that was started with this is really set up for everybody, and we have a consistent path. And that's really where we are. As Jane said, there's saw a lot of great things tonight. We're hoping that this is part of the next great thing in Norristown and leads to more stuff. So, other questions?
Council, any other questions?
So all we need you tonight is to take the next step to let this go to the County Planning Commission, this ordinance, and be advertised so we can have a hearing and be back here sometime in May. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I believe we'll be seeing you a little bit later on in our agenda for that. Up next, we have our announcements. Vice President Bates, do we have any announcements this evening?
Yes, we do. Thank you. So 15 minutes after this meeting is adjourned, we will have the Master Site Development Plan for Elmwood Park Zoo meeting here. And one more. And on April 2nd, it's tomorrow, from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., the next steps to home ownership with Councilman William McCoy and the WSFS Mortgage. That is online, correct? Yes, it's a webinar. It's a webinar, yep. And then our third one is my dear Robinson, well, Councilwoman My Dear Robinson also has an event on Friday, 4/11, What's the 411? It's also an online event at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. And you can go on her Instagram page to find out, to get the link. And that is all.
Thank you. Council, any other announcements? All right, seeing none, we'll move on to our new standing agenda item where we respond to questions that we received during public comment the meeting before. So at this time, I will turn it over to Administrator Leitner to respond to those questions.
Thank you. So we did have 4 questions at the last council meeting. The first one was in reference to parking, handicap parking on Cohen Street. The question was why can't they have parking, handicap parking in front of their home, and also why their parking is away from their home. So what we have before you is, according to the state law, reserved handicap parking spaces are erected in accordance with the state law, Title 75, Section 3354. And as a request, a person with a disability or severe disability or veteran, local authorities may have the ability to erect parking in front of a residence. However, blocking a driveway, you cannot park in front of, opposite to, or in such a position as to block the entrance or exit by a vehicle from the driveway, from the garage or the driveway. So if you look at the picture we have here, if you go to the next picture, please. And the next one, I'm sorry. Where there's these type of homes in certain residential areas where there's a driveway and we can't block the driveway. So even though you see a handicap spot there, if you go to the next picture, it goes in front of the driveway. So this is where sometimes when our parking enforcement, our police officers are trying to accommodate handicap parking, but by statute and by law, we're not allowed to block driveways. So these are things that we're looking at. We try to work with the residents in certain areas where if there is enough space, we can do that. But again, we're following the law. And based off of that, and also in addition to driveway parking, there are certain areas that, such as within 15 feet of a fire hydrant, 20 feet from a crosswalk, or 30 feet from a stop sign. So these are all the things that we have to look at and take into consideration when we're looking at handicap parking. So that's the answer to that question. The next question came up was in reference to dogs. An individual came asking for some type of calming. Okay, we're going to look at this one. All right, this one was in reference to dogs actually pooping in this area, in this particular area, and that the kids couldn't play baseball here. When you look at this particular spot, this is spruce, and this is not a park. This is an actual property that's owned by the municipality. It is not designated as a park. It's not designed to play baseball there or football there. Our Public Works Department actually is responsible for cutting and maintaining this area. Again, if people are bringing their dogs there to walk their dogs or poop, they should be actually cleaning it up. But what we will do is put out dog waste. We are looking at ordering signs there, also within our parks, where we would have those containers where you can pick up your dog's poop and put it inside the container there. We are looking at some cost benefits for ordering bulk, so we can place them in our parks and also in this area here. But at the same time, we are looking at working with the Redevelopment Authority to redevelop this site. As we're talking, we're looking for more homes. So this is a conversation that we're having with the Redevelopment Authority to redevelop this parcel. Again, this is not a park. It's not designed to play baseball there or football there, or I should say soccer. But in the meantime, until it is developed, we will work with trying to help clean up the spot. Any questions or concerns on that? The next question that came up at the last council meeting was Harding, what is this, Harding and Fornance. The question was, what do we do about traffic calming measures in this area when we're trying to walk our dogs or walk across? It's hard to get across the street here. Right now, as we just announced, there is a Elmwood Park master plan being conducted. They're meeting right after this meeting. We're meeting right after council. And part of their Elmwood development plan is to look at traffic calming measures in this area. So as of now, we do have crosswalks there. Our intent is to put some signage. We will put some fluorescent signs, possibly some lighting to help raise awareness to parking. But until the final Elmwood Park master plan is finished, we don't have a full plan in place on how to do traffic calming measures in this area. But in the meantime, we will place some signs to help, again, raise awareness for drivers to slow down. And that takes care of the question for that one. The last question was, what are we doing about the unsheltered population behind the recreation center? These are some before pictures, if you can keep going. Nope, those are my after pictures. Keep going. Keep going. That's all you have? So nonetheless, the question came up, what are we doing about the homeless population or the unsheltered population there? By our normal standard practice, policies, and procedures, we notify anyone that's in these areas. We give them a 30-day notice. Once we give them the 30-day notice that they can't occupy the space, our law enforcement team, our fire department, our public works, we also coordinate with the county's health department. We go out to the site. We provide them with resources, materials, and options for them to get help. Now, there was quite a bit of garbage and debris. People that drove past Harding Boulevard probably seen all of that. We had fires there that had taken place a few weeks back. We also had a couple of fires under the bridge where people were dropping off wood materials. Again, we understand it's cold during that time, and they were trying to find ways to keep warm. So nonetheless, our process is to notify them 30 days. We bring the county with us to go out there, provide resources. After 30 days, we start doing a countdown. We will go back out there at 20 days to make sure that they have resources available. We'll go back out at 15 days, 10 days, 5 days, and then just when the day they're supposed to move out, normally most of them have left, but they leave their materials behind. Our public works has been doing a diligent job in cleaning it up, but then also on top of that, when you're looking at this area, we have to bring environmental people in to help clean up the environmental aspect. This is what it looks like now. Before, it was full of trees, debris. What we are doing now as well is we elevate what we call a canopy. We will cut the branches and the trees at least 12 to 15 feet up. So that way it allows you to see through. And if any of you have driven past there recently, now you can see the water. You see the waterways going through there, and also helps with our environmental process. So that's the answer to that question of what we're doing. But again, we work with the county to try to provide resources to the individuals that are unhoused and make referrals as well. So those are the 4 questions that came up at the last council meeting.
Thank you. And then next we'll move on to this evening's public comment. Madam Secretary, is there any public comment this evening?
Yes, there is. Cynthia Alvarado.
For systemic reformative change. I'm a community engagement specialist who represents my community. I'm here on the behalf of the Shade family, who has operated for 38 years, mentoring the children via sports and activities, impacting the lives of 5,000 children. One day they noticed as the children played in the park that it was covered in feces. What did they do? They come to council for help. What was done for them? Nothing. They were turned away. We are here today on the behalf of these children to make sure that we could simultaneously play and and walk dogs at the same time. And where we're excited that progress is being made on this issue, SRC stands with the community in making sure that we will come back every week to address, to see if the signs and the fines in the dogway stations are actually being placed. Because the lives of the children, we're not fighting for what the kids want. The kids need safe environments. With that being said, I appreciate everyone here, but I most importantly appreciate the Shade family who has dedicated all of their time, 38 years, impacting 5,000 children with not $1 from Norristown, their own resources. They are real heroes in this community, and we will continue to fight for them. With that being said, thank you so much. Have a great day. Ciao.
Rocco Romanoff? Rocco? Here we go.
Hi, guys. You recognize me, right? I know what I'm here for. The one he was talking about the parking lot where the Pieter is. Okay? And me and my wife, we both retired, and we both were carry cane. And you guys tried to tell me I'm not allowed to park in front of my driveway. Right? When I've been living in a house for 53 years, I'm the second owner. I'm paying $6,000 a year for property tax and school tax. I got a sign put up, but I appreciate the chief for trying to do something about it. They leave my signs up, but they put me down every block, I tell you, 2 weeks ago. And my wife would go to work for 2 days a week, 6 o'clock in the morning, it's dark, and they got too many strange people walk around there. I don't think you want to be 6 o'clock in the morning with a stranger around with you when you go in the car. Okay? I don't think you want your wife to go walk down the street 6 o'clock in the morning, dark, with a stranger follow her around. Okay? And then one more thing. The neighbors next door, 846, they got the smell and the trash. They put diaper for the kids and smell around to my kitchen window. Okay? And my wife has got to keep the window closed all the time. But most of the time, I want that parking spot back up. Okay? And then they ran a house that's supposed to be for 4 people, family of 4. They got 9 people living there now. 4 move in, then 5 follow more later. You guys gonna do anything about that? Okay? The code enforcement knows what you want. Because I called the code enforcement a couple times, the neighborhood, they keep trash in my truck all the time. Put trash bag at the back of my truck. That's why I came parking down there every block down where they put my parking spots. With my own driveway, my own parking spots in front of the house, they want me to park every block down. No, that's impossible. If I have to fight, I'll fight you guys or somewhere else. Okay? You guys supposed to give me an answer last week, and you never did. Yes, no, maybe, what's happened? Okay? I know it's all politician. I know you guys are where you see my red hat, but I'm working on it. I pay so much money tax in Norristown, and I don't get nothing reimbursed. I can't even get a favor. Okay? Thank you. I got 22 seconds left. Have a good day.
James Waters?
Yeah, James Waters, Hamilton Street. My question is, what was done to alleviate the flooding at the 900 block of Hamilton Street and James Street also, houses there were flooded. So this is perfect. I mean, the Stony Creek Anglers got a pat on the back for the work that they've done, and the firemen use the water properly to save lives. But what I'm here to talk about is the foul state of Pennsylvania's waterways. This was from the Philadelphia Inquirer, January 19, 2022. And the report finds Philadelphia region are among the most polluted. Now, this integrated water quality report is mandated under the Federal Clean Streams Act, which celebrated its 50th anniversary. Pennsylvania sets the streams for their impact on aquatic life, recreation, water supply, whether the fish can be eaten or not. So what this boils down to is Montgomery County, 75% of the streams are foul state of Pennsylvania waterways. And what I see it here is the Department of Environmental Protection for 50 years sent reports to the federal government under their Clean Stream Act, and they did nothing. So I'm taking offense to that. And this book has been created, some of y'all seen it, enough embarrassing information in here that I should be able to annoy the federal government. Get even. Did I say that? I'm sorry. All right, now what I'm going to be doing is coming back here at every meeting. Oh, by the way, this is part of the Citizens Leadership Academy. I learned all about this when they gave me the opportunity to understand how local government worked, for those of you people that didn't have it in school. What I'm going to read next is environmental, and this is Josh Shapiro, our governor. Environmental protection is one of my top priorities. It also is a constitutional right in our Commonwealth. That's why our Constitution gives all of us the right to clean air, pure water, and the preservation of natural resources, blah, 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 so on and so forth. I will go through this explaining and asking questions also. The Norristown US gauge that tells us when we're being flooded is down on the bridge that goes over to Barbados Island. For some reason, it was turned off in 1933 and never turned back on until my wife did it in 2001. She was going to be here so we could give her a round of applause.
Thank you, Mr. Waters. Those 3 minutes are fast.
Caden Beagle.
Hello. Hi. My name's Caden Beagle. I'm first time speaking in front of the public comment and the council here. I'm running for city council at large, and I wanted to speak on one of my many different things I'm looking to kind of work on for the community if I were to be not elected as a city council at large position. I could speak to the homeless crisis, obviously. Thank you for being able to kind of speak to that. Thank you, SRC. I've learned a little bit about your efforts to be able to help feed the homeless as well. I could speak to the drug epidemic and what has been plaguing Norristown in this time with how much of a crisis drug epidemic has been. I can speak to infrastructure issues. Jim Waters and I have been speaking quite a bit recently about all the different power outages that have been happening in the Norristown area and trying to see what we can do as a collective to be able to work towards pushing PICO to be able to do the work that they're necessary to improve the reliance on our power grid, of course. And I wanted to speak a little bit more of the remaining time I have here to be able to address the cleaning of Norristown and the litter that we've been dealing with. Obviously, thank you very much to the programs that have been in place to be able to try and clean up the neighborhoods and the roads and parks and such. I was actually participating in cleanup 2 weeks ago with SRC to be able to go along the streets, to be able to kind of pick up trash and be able to get that one of the streets over there, DeKalb, cleaned up. Thank you, Rashad, for also participating in that. And I wanted to call back to one of the legislations that were proposed previously that was put on hold. It was mentioned that I think it was $300,000 to invest into the program, then $100,000 moving forward after that. Those resources would be dedicated towards cleaning up specifically business streets, as I understand it. And I would be interested in trying to see what options would be available to be able to expand that program to be able to address residential areas as well as the parks and such. But also being able to allocate dedicated resources as part of that program to volunteer networks who want to be able to work towards cleaning residential areas, not just the business streets, to ensure that those areas are also addressed. A lot of homes have been affected by trash accumulating outside of their houses, and it feels unnecessary that any individual person is required to be able to address that.
Thank you, Mr. Beagle.
Johns? Sorry.
My name is Derek Johns. I'm the Director of Community Engagement and Outreach for SRC. It was a pleasure to be here to speak to council. We did a clean and grow, which we do every Saturday. It's going to continue to happen. The most important thing that we're doing is trying to get the community to engage with each other. 2 weeks ago, Will McCord showed up, Dustin showed up, Council Member Vice President Bates showed up, and a lot of the candidates who are here now. And we thank you guys for that. The most important thing that the people want to engage with their leaders in the community and be able to feel free to talk to them about the problems they're having. And I thank you guys for showing up, and we appreciate you guys. We're going to be out there again every Saturday. We ask the community to direct us. We're not from Norristown. We're not trying to take over Norristown, but direct us. Tell us, yo, we need this spot clean this week or that spot, and we'll be there. I mean, so we're not here to take over. We're here to work with everybody, every member on council, everybody in the community that's doing a great job. Even with the street cleaner, they do a great job coming through sweeping the street. I mean, so I would like to commend everybody that's doing a great job in Norristown, and we're willing to work with you guys any way we can to make Norristown better. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so that was it? Thank you. The next item on our agenda this evening is to the appointment of council members. We have 2 current vacancies on council. We put out a call for applications. We received 12 applications from individuals. So first of all, I'd like to take a moment to thank those 12 individuals for stepping up and agreeing and putting their hat in the ring, for their willingness to engage in public service. It's a tough job, a rewarding job, but a tough job. And so I want to thank them all for their interest and willingness to step up to the role. Of those 12 applications, we invited 4 individuals to interview with us. We had some great conversations with the interested individuals, some really bright, talented people that would be great to serve with. And so at this point, we're going to take nominations and votes to fill the 4th district open seat and the at-large district seat. And just to the individuals we talked with, you all did, I enjoyed our conversations, and thank you for your interest in applying, and I'm looking forward to working with whoever is the selected candidate this evening. So at this time, I would like to make a motion to nominate for our 4th district seat, Natalie Colson. Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations for 4th district?
Just I want to reiterate what our president said, that it takes a lot to want to be on council. And I want to applaud everybody that actually stepped forward and wants to be a servant for their community. I appreciate you coming. We had a ton of interest, as you can see, as how many people are racing as well. So what I personally want to do is just make sure everybody's acknowledged by me nominating them. So I want to make sure they understand I appreciate the work and the effort and how they want to serve our community. And so I would nominate Siobhan Satchel.
Is there a second? So I'm not hearing a second. I don't want that to mean that we don't appreciate the service. It was a great interview. And I want to, again, reiterate that.
Yeah, I just want to make sure you acknowledge that we just want to say thank you for wanting to serve. Norristown is, as you guys know, is going to be we're working towards making this the amazing place that we know what it is. So I just want to show our appreciation. That's why I want to make sure that everybody understands.
All right. May I have a roll call on the nomination for Natalie Colson?
Aye.
Justin Queenan,
Aye.
Rashad Bates. Aye. Rebecca Smith.
Aye. The ayes have it. Congratulations, Natalie.
Congratulations.
I'm going to ask you to stay where you are, and once all candidates are selected, we'll move forward with the oaths of office. Our next position is for the at-large position. Similarly to our conversations about the 4th District, we had some great conversations, some great applicants, and great to see so many interested and capable people willing to step forward and serve their community. At this time, I would like to make a motion for Jasmine Griffen. Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any other nominations?
I would like to nominate Blaine Pierce.
Is there a second? So not seeing a second, same thing as before. Thank you for your interest in serving the community. Could I please have a roll call for Jasmine Griffen?
William McCoy,
No.
Justin Queenan. Dustin
Aye.
Queenan. Aye. Rashad Bates.
Aye.
Rebecca Smith.
Aye, the ayes have it. Congratulations, Jasmine. All right, so our judge is still on his way. So we will be swearing you in momentarily as soon as he gets here. So we will move to our next item on the agenda. As soon as I see the judge, though, we're going to break in the agenda and come back to our oaths of office. But congratulations, Natalie Colson and Jasmine Griffen, for being our newest council members. Our next item on the agenda is with our Municipal Administrator, Resolution Number 25-40, request for Municipal Council to approve the 2025 Capital Improvement Plan vehicle and equipment purchases.
Thank you, Council President. This is in our standard budget. This is our capital improvement plan to actually purchase the equipment for our public works, police. This is for vehicles. This is for actual equipment, from the vacuum to the zero-turn mower to maintain the maintenance within the municipality. This is not a change in the budget. This is money already been budgeted in the actual budget process that you approved at the beginning of the year or end of last year. What we're doing is selecting the different organizations that we will order this equipment from to the tune of $1.355 million.
Council, is there any questions? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve Resolution Number 25-40 to approve the 2025 Capital Improvement Plan vehicle and equipment purchases?
So moved.
Second.
Could I have a roll call, please?
William McCoy,
Aye.
Dustin Queenan.
Aye.
Rashad Bates.
Aye.
Rebecca Smith.
Aye, the ayes have it. Resolution 25-40 is approved. Next, we have Fire Resolution Number 25-31, motion to hire Michael Drennen, Nicholas Keller, and Michael McKinney as firefighters. Chief O'Donnell.
Council, before you this evening is firefighters candidates Michael Drennen, Nicholas Keller, and Michael McKinney. The resolution, once approved by you, Council, would hire these 3 firefighters and add them to our department as quickly as possible, meaning tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, they'll be at work.
I know we need them. Is there any questions, Council? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve Resolution 25-31 to hire Michael Drennen, Nicholas Keller, and Michael McKinney as firefighters?
So moved.
Second.
Could I have a roll call, please?
William McCoy.
Aye.
Dustin Queenan.
Aye.
Rashad Bates.
Aye.
Rebecca Smith.
Aye, the ayes have it. Congratulations. And if you'll come forward to take your oath of office. You can sit down. All right, welcome. So you're going to place your right hand, or place one hand on the Bible, left hand on the Bible, and raise your right hand. Do that positioning. And then repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Michael Drennen,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
the Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
and the laws of Pennsylvania and the Municipality of Norristown.
and the laws of Pennsylvania and the Municipality of Norristown.
I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
as firefighter for the Municipality of Norristown Fire Department
as firefighter for the Municipality of Norristown Fire Department
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I will uphold, obey, and enforce
I will uphold, obey, and enforce
the laws of Pennsylvania and the Municipality of Norristown
laws of Pennsylvania and the Municipality of Norristown
without consideration to a person's race,
without consideration to a person's race,
color,
color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed,
religious creed,
sexual orientation,
sexual orientation,
age,
age,
national origin,
national origin,
ancestry,
ancestry,
handicap, or disability.
handicap, or disability.
Congratulations. All right, we'll give people a chance to filter out for a second. All right, and so our next item on the agenda this evening is Resolution 25-37. We'll give the doors a second. A request of council to approve rotation productions for the 2025 Summer Concert Series for $29,000.
Yes. Good evening, members of council. Yes, I present today the resolution 25-37 in the amount of $29,000 for the 2025 Summer Concert Series. So we contract out Rotation Records. Rotation Records provides full service for us. They maintain the stage, the lightings, the riders for all of our musicians, as well as booking and managing our musicians on the day of the concert. So we are asking for your approval to move forward with this for this year.
Thank you. Council, do you have any questions? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve Resolution 25-37 to approve Rotation Productions for the 2025 Summer Concert Series for $29,000?
So moved.
Second.
Could I have a roll call, please?
Mayor McCoy?
Aye.
Trustee Greenan?
Aye.
Rashad Bates? Rebecca Smith?
Aye, the ayes have it.
Thank you.
Resolution
Thank you.
25-37 is approved, and I'm looking forward to some great concerts this summer. Thank you. Moving on to Planning and Municipal Development, a request to advertise the proposed zoning text amendment to create mixed-use overlay of the 68 acres of the Norristown State Hospital. Ms. Messonnier, anything to add to your earlier presentation?
Thank you, Council President. I don't think there's much I can add to it, unless there's a burning question that you want to ask of the developer or the professional planner. I think we're ready, and we're, of course, Planning Department is recommending that you authorize the advertisement.
Thank you, Ms. Messonnier. Council, any questions that have come up since the presentation?
No, I'm just very excited about the project.
Me too. Council, is there a motion to advertise the proposed zoning text amendment to create a mixed-use overlay of the 68 acres of the Norristown State Hospital?
So moved.
Second.
Could I have a roll call, please?
William McCoy.
Aye.
Dustin Queenan.
Aye.
Rashad Bates. Rebecca Smith.
Aye, the ayes have it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. On to police, resolution 25-39, request the purchase of Axon Fleet 3 bundle from Axon Enterprise.
Good evening, Council. Resolution 25-39 is for the Axon 3 bundle, which includes the camera, the mount, 3-year license, and includes storage as well. This is for the amount of $24,529.32. I should note there is a discount involved in the 3-year program of $6,875.88.
Thank you. Council, any questions? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve resolution 25-39 to purchase for the purchase of Axon Fleet 3 bundle from Axon Enterprise?
So moved.
Could I have a roll call, please?
William McCoy.
Aye.
Dustin Queenan.
Aye.
Rashad Bates. Rebecca Smith.
Aye, the ayes have it. Resolution 25-39 is approved. Thank you. On to Public Works, Resolution 25-38, request of council to approve submitting grant application to PA Small Water and Sewer Program for $403,246 for stormwater improvements at Stanbridge and West Elm Streets.
Good evening, Council. This is to be authorized to apply for this grant, and if the council approves it, we are going to go to the Stormwater Authority again for approval.
Thank you, Council. Any questions? Seeing none, is there a motion to approve Resolution 25-38 to approve the submission of a grant application to the PA Small Water and Sewer Program for $403,246 for stormwater improvements at Stanbridge and West Elm Streets?
So moved.
Second.
Could I have a roll call, please?
William McCoy.
Aye.
Dustin Queenan.
Aye.
Rashad Bates. Rebecca Smith.
Aye, the ayes have it. Resolution 25-38 is approved. We have 2 presenting departments this evening. I'll invite Chief Angelucci up to present for the police department.
Good evening, Council, again. This is an update on our 2025 goals. 2025 goals. Goal number 1 is the reduction of gun violence within Norristown. To start out, we had a spike in January of 45% of all Part 1 crimes. Since that time, we have seen a 31% reduction in that crime. The increase, as of right now, year to date, is 8% compared to 2024. Increases are being driven by robberies and theft of motor vehicles. Theft of motor vehicles this year are 62 compared to last year, which was 34. Of note, the majority of these, 53% of these vehicles are attempted theft of motor vehicles. These are not actually stolen vehicles, but the actual attempt to steal those vehicles, but that is still a driver of the Part 1s. We are averaging about 3,500 calls per month. We are currently down in manpower, 16%, that's 11 officers, with an additional 2 officers that are expected to retire this year. First up is going to be a shots fired comparison. January, we had 20 shots fired incidents compared to March, which is 6. So we have a 57% decrease in our shots fired incidents. Okay, that's due to 15%, or excuse me, 15 arrests of the impact players that were responsible for pulling the trigger, and 8 firearm seizures. Number 2 was our domestic violence. We are down 44% in domestic violence calls. The focus is on services, referrals, PFAs, and also cooperation with the women's shelter. Number 3 was our opioid incidents. We do remain constant with 2024 numbers. Still unfortunate, we had 3 fatal overdoses. We do have a 33% increase in non-fatal overdoses, a 71% reduction in possession arrests across the board, though, with a 100% increase of possession with intent to deliver arrests. So the focus is on the drug dealer and not the drug user. That's why you see the numbers how they are, with the increase and the decrease. Option number 4, which is the strengthening of community policing. We've scheduled 8 community events for the month. We have 4 community PSA meetings, 2 additional coffees with a cop, and 2 stakeholder meetings with the additional churches in the area. One note with the gun violence is ShotSpotter. We've had 13 activations. 6 of those are confirmed targets, but only 3 of those were called in from 911. So the only way that we actually were notified of those shots fired was through ShotSpotter. We continue to partnership with the Montgomery County Detectives, the Gun Violence Reduction Task Force, Operation Rebound for outreach services to the addicted and unhoused. And we are continuing with our social media.
Thank you. Council, any questions? I'm wondering if while you have a crowd, because you're doing the monthly PSA meetings, if you could tell us a little bit about what they are, what they're for, and just that residents can attend them to learn more.
So the PSA meetings are, the town is divided up into PSA groups, geo areas. Each one of those geo areas has a geo commander, 1 through 4. Monthly meetings are held, quarter meetings are held with each of these geo area, where citizens can come out and see exactly what the statistics are in that area and gauge any complaints that they might have.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Chief O'Donnell.
Good evening, Municipal Council. Your operational summary for the month of March is as follows. 144 dispatches. Average response time was 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Our busiest day was Saturday at 11 a.m. Department training classes, we held 58 of them for the month of March. That equates to 253 hours of training. We had 1 civilian injury. Fire department personnel conducted 43 commercial fire inspections. Completed 13 public education events, installed 50 smoke and carbon monoxide alarms in homes, and our fleet was out of service for 3 hours for the month. And that completes the operational summary.
Council, any questions? You look like you want to say something.
I'm just appreciative to our fire department because I know you guys have been extremely busy, seem like for the past months,
Yeah,
so
we
I
had a
appreciate
busy few months.
I know you got 3 new additions.
Thank
I'm
you so
excited
much for that. We much appreciate that.
Yeah, no, thank you. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Not just busy, but some really large and difficult fires these past couple months. And so glad you have the extra firefighters for support, but I do want to take a moment to recognize you and your command and your leadership and also the other leaders in the fire department for the commitment to training. So when these big fires happen that, everybody's trained and able to handle them well, your own leadership to run emergent situations for, there were instances fully overnight this year. And to making sure that, we have the proper equipment and training and resources available to make sure that when those bad fires happen, we're prepared. So thank you.
No, thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you so much.
And I think at this point, the judge is like minutes away, probably can't find parking in this parking lot.
I know, you gotta think about that.
I heard 5 minutes away 4 minutes ago. So that is the only remaining thing on this evening's agenda. It's a big deal, so I'd like to celebrate you two. So
Definitely worth waiting for.
hopefully within the next, I see him walking in
There
now.
we go, there you go. There he is.
So Natalie Colson and Jasmine Griffen, if you could please come on up, bring your loved ones with you if you have them with you this evening. We have Judge Hakeem Jones with us to administer the oath of office. If you don't know him, Judge Jones was a councilman for many years before moving on to magisterial district judge. So great to have somebody who was in this seat now swearing in our next generation of leaders.
Council President, can I just say, we want to definitely thank Judge Jones because he was not notified till the last minute, and he just left where he was to join us. So, thank you.
Thank you, Judge Jones.
All right, thank you all. We're going to swear in the first member. Would you like to come on over? And so you know we are all a team, so we make things happen unforeseen, but we get it done regardless. That's why these positions are local elected officials, because we all live within a 3-mile radius of where we're supposed to be. So, all right. Good evening. Are you ready to take the oath?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Jasmine Griffen,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear or affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
the Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
and the laws of Pennsylvania
and the laws of Pennsylvania
and the Municipality of Norristown.
and the Municipality of Norristown.
I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
as Norristown Council member
as Norristown Council member
for the Municipality of Norristown
for the Municipality of Norristown
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I will uphold, obey, and enforce
I will uphold, obey, and enforce
the laws of Pennsylvania and the Municipality of Norristown
the laws of Pennsylvania and the Municipality of Norristown
without consideration to a person's race,
without considerations of the person's race,
color,
color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed,
religious creed,
sexual orientation,
sexual orientation,
age, national origin,
age, national origin,
ancestry, handicap, or disability.
handicap, or disability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Ready for our next new council member? All right. Congratulations. Y'all can hold the Bible. She can hold it for you. And then you can place your hand on the Bible and raise your.
Switch.
Here we go.
You on her right side. There we are. Left hand, right hand up.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. Okay, madam, are you ready to take the oath of office?
I am.
Okay. You repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Natalie Colson,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
the Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
the Charter of the Municipality of Norristown,
and the laws of Pennsylvania
and the laws of Pennsylvania
and the Municipality of Norristown.
and the Municipality of Norristown.
I will discharge the duties of my office
I will discharge the duties of my office
as Norristown Council member
as Norristown Council member
with honor and fidelity.
with honor and fidelity.
I will uphold, obey, and enforce
I will uphold, obey, and enforce
the laws of Pennsylvania
the laws of Pennsylvania
and the Municipality of Norristown
and the Municipality of Norristown,
without consideration to a person's race,
without consideration to a person's race,
color,
color,
sex,
sex,
religious creed,
religious creed,
sexual orientation,
sexual orientation,
age,
age,
national origin,
national origin,
ancestry,
ancestry,
handicap, or disability.
handicap, or disability.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you all again.
Thank you, Judge Jones. Appreciate you. All right, and so welcome to our newest council members for the most important vote of the evening. Is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
All in favor? Aye. Don't forget that in 15 minutes, the Elmwood Park